it's time for your reading. Been doing these for each other monthly. You wanted progress about you and your twin, like a progress report to see if you were on the right track, making the right choices to be in union with your twin, or if you were putting the right foot in front of the other and making the right movements right now. So I'm going to pull cards for that and then see what comes up and, keep going from there. I have my little booklet because this deck I like the meanings of, so I'll be referencing that and getting somewhat of a deeper meaning than just the Rider-Waite deck that I normally use. I'm kind of talking quietly because my dad's in the next room taking a nap. I got my Jack. My baby boy won't leave me alone today, so this is what we have. He might try to climb on my lap. Not gonna let him though, because I can't pull cards that way, and it's raining. It seems like a good day to go ahead and sit here and read some cards, because I have a minute. I'm decked out in my onesie. It's perfect for this kind of weather. I had my hot cocoa earlier, which I put protein powder in, some good organic vegan protein powder. I don't want to do too much gossiping, but things in my life have been kind of nice. But I am worried about making some goals this year for sure. Thinking about selling my car, the one that I have. I don't have it fully it has Washington license plates and stuff, so I still need to be able to get it roadworthy, but ideally I would be able to get something that's smaller. It's an Envoy, and I want something that's a little bit more economical but not too ugly, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to drive something that makes me feel cute and doesn't take too much gas. So I don't know what I'm looking for just yet, but I don't know. It's been interesting lately. Their dreams have been kind of crazy, and the synchronicities have been even crazier. So I don't know. I just found out that this game that my twin and I play together was released on 11/11/2011 last night, and I texted it to him, and he didn't even know that that's when the game was released. So it just cracks me up. It never ceases to amaze me, the humor that Spirit can use sometimes. All right, so I've shuffled over 10 times. It's probably just fine. I'm gonna draw from the middle and kind of cut the deck and see where we go. Where is she? Is she in the right track for union with her twin? And I just pulled Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, this deck isn't so bad. This is all about winds from the four directions, I believe, clearing the air. But let's it's basically creating a void space for something new. So I'm already, before I even start looking at it, obviously you were talking about things with your current karmic SO, whoever you want to call them. You were talking about it might possibly not working out between you two, getting the feeling increasing lately, even more than before. So I feel like this was going to speak about the void that needs to be created in order to bring something new in. Says, winds of change, unpredictable and fickle, yet often forerunners of change. The four winds influence this card, blowing from different directions. Each allows a different perspective of the center, suggesting the importance of looking at the current situation from all sides. Without air, we can't breathe. We are suffocated and smothered. Therefore, it's time to breathe new energy into your social circle, separating from those who no longer give you space to be yourself. On an oracular level, this card suggests the winds of change clear the horizon so future direction can be viewed more clearly. So this is pretty good, actually. You can't see where you're at yet because you have too much going on that doesn't serve you. It's being suffocated at the moment, but you're doing the right thing, trying to look at things from all sides, but at some time you're going to have to realize you've seen everything you need to see from all sides to this in your current situation. So right now, being in the current situation that you're in, you're not really on the, I wouldn't say you're on the wrong track, but you're not on a track towards union with somebody else until that energy is cleared. You can't see what your next plan's supposed to be until you take the leap of faith and clear the space. So that is, I guess that answered the second question. You know, it's I wrote down that you wanted to know where you were on track, if you were on track currently, and I wrote down what the second question should be, is what you need to do if you're not on track, and that's kind of, it killed two birds. I'm gonna ask how he would feel hearing from you. Ouch, claws. Little boy. My cats are going, they're 14 years old as of September like 28, I think, or 29th. They're old, big old boys. How would he feel? How would her twin feel about hearing from her? Should she clear her space? It's the Justice card. It's very interesting. Libra is the sign that represents relationship with the other. And it's also the relationship house. It rules the relationship house in the chart. So that's really interesting that that's what you would get. So it's a major arcana card, which holds a lot of energy, as we know. Usually it's like a life-changing, altering, big moment in one's life. So let's see what it says. The last addition to the zodiac as we contemporarily know it was the scales, the sole inanimate zodiacal icon. Libra reflects the evolution from instinctual life to culture, echoing the European trend away from primitive values toward refined ones. As the midpoint of the zodiacal round, it represents the northern hemisphere autumnal equinox. Like Libra, Justice is at the midpoint of the Fool's journey through the major arcana. At this crossroads, there are two orders of justice. One is the old instinctual order, which upholds the familial and tribal values, while the other is the new rational order, promoting reason and civil law. The card of justice reflects the balance between two modes of being. On an oracular level, this card is signaling a crossroads in a situation needing resolution. However, it is crucial to have considered the situation from all sides, from all angles, and be prepared to take responsibility. So, I feel like you showing up in his life would be like, I wouldn't say it would imbalance him, but it would cause him to be hyper aware of his current situation and what he would need to do. He would be then caused to consider where he is in life and if he is happy with who he's with. It seems like it would put questions in his mind about where he's at in life as well. So I don't see that as a bad thing. I want another card for that. Yeah, he would feel, it seems like some conflict. It would give him a lot to think about. I'll read that one too. From the severed head of the Gorgon Medusa, the winged horse Pegasus was born. Realized from the curse Athena had placed upon his mother, Pegasus accepted his place on Olympus. Underpinning the myth is the conflict between Athena's rational intellect and Medusa's vulnerability. Similarly, the astrological correspondences of Mercury and Aquarius suggest enlightened perceptions and farsightedness. However, these may also eclipse the feelings of resignation and uncertainty. The card suggests that clarity of thought emerges out of a difficult situation when darker feelings of conflict or a sense of vulnerability and uncertainty have been acknowledged. So he doesn't really know how he would feel like. But I think that's not bad either. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. You know, sometimes when you're presented with your wish come true, it can be intimidating and cause somebody to have those feelings of uncertainty, because how often do we get what we kind of want deep down in life? And it's kind of scary when you get it because you don't know what to do with it because you're so used to struggling. So let's see if there's any deeper insight. The figure of the chained woman has been consistently projected into the constellation of Andromeda. Her name, ruler of men, reveals the ancient tradition of the queen, the goddess, surrogate wed to the hero. In the Nine of Cups, Andromeda is free of the chains that have held her hostage. In a mood of reverie, she raises her arms in a gesture of liberation. Naked and innocent, she's ready to give herself freely. The Nine of Cups augurs a period of emotional fulfillment and satisfaction as the weight of the past has emotionally been lifted. So I think once you break your chains and contact him, because that's what this shuffle was about, it will cause him some discomfort. It will bring him to needing to focus on balance if there are any imbalances. And it will also trigger him to break any chains he has of his. And it feels like wish fulfillment. And there's that thing about being, like I said, you know, sometimes that getting what you want thing can be a trigger. So it's getting there, and it's not quite 10 of cups, you know. There's still another cup to be had. But it feels really good, and it's not something to be taken for granted for either of you. Excuse me. So it seems like it's pretty straightforward. Let me see if there's anything. I don't really know what else to keep asking because you didn't have more than that. Well, let's see what kind of blocks. If there's, well, obviously the The not being single is kind of a block. That's a big deal. That's definitely needing a void to be created. Excuse me. What besides that could be blocking you from your twin? Is there anything else that she could be doing that would help put her in the right trajectory to come together with her other half? It's the Ten of Pentacles card. I want to say this is going to have to be about trust, because it's an earth card. It's represented by Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, and those are seeds. It's about things that are meant for you, taking time to grow and coming to you when they're meant to come to you. Embodying life on Earth. Earth signs combined to prophesy prosperity and reconnect us to the ancient mysteries of the ancestors, whose blood and fate we inherit. The child born of the earth inherits ancestral and racial memories. This card brings traditions and conventions to light, indicating legacies, inheritances, or family time devoted to celebrating or resolving the past. Wow, so you have to resolve your past family issues big time. The card instructs us to become more aware of our familial environment in order to experience the extraordinary delight in our ordinary lives. The Ten of Pentacles reveals the mystery that underneath this moment of time lay the seeds of the future. So, to get to there, to get towards union, beyond just creating a void, you have a need to heal some of your familial stuff in your family lines. Maybe there's cycles of mistakes or just energy that has carried down for a long time, and it's coming on you to heal it or stop it or pay attention to it in some way. That is your biggest role, and it doesn't seem like it's going to have anything to do with your relationship to your twin offhand, but I've witnessed how healing my family stuff has helped me and mine in our relationship. Every time I do better with my family, it reflects instantly to that relationship. So free your space. You got 2 tens when it comes to blocks and what to clear. So there's mental clarity that needs to be gained right now, and you have cycles in your family that need to be cleared in order for this to be completed. But it seems like, you know, it's easy enough for you to get there. Like, it might be easier to talk about than it is to do, but I know that you got this and you can do it. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. This rain started pouring down outside and I just got sleepy. At least when it comes to yawning. Anyway, I hope this was good. I feel like I might should close it because I don't really know what else to say. Like, it feels like I touched on several answers. I know it's just a few cards, but they were pretty profound in my book. Those told a lot of a story, and there's nothing wrong about the Nine of Cups. I love seeing that card. So what you wish for isn't that far away. It just needs some space and clearing to happen so that the seeds can grow, because it's congested and stagnant right now for probably both of you. And once you get in contact with him, at that point when you know it's a good time, it will cause him a little bit of a trigger. So be expecting him to do a little bit of a wobble. But just remember, people get frightened and disoriented when they get what they want deep down and never thought that they would get it because they're used to struggling. So it's human. That's what we're here to do, is be humans, right?